Hi, it's me, and I'm going to be reading the news, and I've got a special little guest in today. Shut the door, would you? Guest? I'm not going to reveal your identity. I want to build up suspense. Don't talk yet. Okay. Da da da! Come in. It's Sam. It's Sam. You said hello before I introduced you. It's silly.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Let's get our accounts in order. We've got 3 stories as usual. I'm going to do my one first.
Yeah.
At the end, I've got a special story that Sam hasn't heard, so we're going to measure his reactions.
Well, a little scale.
Be a little
of my reactions.
No, I don't want to.
Oh,
I don't want to. I could have a go. We'll see if it gets to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, the first one you have heard. The headline is Chinese Transformers fan gets hooked on gasoline. So a 14-year-old Chinese fan of the movie Transformers has been hooked on drinking gasoline for 5 years in an attempt to be like his hero, Optimus Prime. What 14-year-old has a hero of Optimus Prime? Maybe in Japan, but it doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would happen over here.
No.
Anyway, he started drinking gasoline about 5 years ago when we discovered he enjoyed smelling lighter fuel, said Xinhua.
I don't understand how he lived for 5 years drinking gasoline.
He probably drunk some other fluids.
I know, but how did he not get ill?
No, I don't know. I just think he would have caught fire or something by now. They must have noticed, his parents. They said at the age of 9, oh no, what did they say? They discovered him drinking from the fuel tank of their family motorcycle to obtain energy. I don't know when Optimus Prime does that in Transformers. No. He squats down by his family's motorcycle and drinks petrol out of it.
In the garage.
Exactly. But his worried parents locked the vehicle away in order to deal with the situation, which they could have done more. They could have confronted this issue or maybe stopped him in some other ways. But he went around the neighbourhood drinking from neighbours' cars and stuff, from the fuel tanks of cars.
Yeah.
Which is quite concerning. There is some health effects, like you said. It says, since my son began drinking fuel, his IQ has dropped sharply, and now he can't figure out addition and subtraction within 100. Before that, he was a very smart boy. That's what his father is saying.
A smart boy thinking drinking gasoline is a good idea.
Yeah, that isn't too smart, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm surprised they didn't try and do more for him and stop him actually drinking, but they don't seem to have done much. They let him go around the whole neighbourhood.
Yeah.
And there's a little plug for Transformers in at the bottom. Meanwhile, the second movie, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, blah blah blah. But it seems like this is just an excuse to plug the new movie.
Yeah.
It's a bit stupid.
Advertise it.
Just another advertisement for Transformers. It's a bad movie, but it's very good to watch.
The first one?
No, the second one I've seen.
Did you like
the first one?
Did you like the first?
Did you see the first one?
I did.
It was good.
Yeah.
We both liked it.
Yeah. So that's settled.
It's your story now.
Okay. Authorities.
He found this all by himself.
Assault started as flirting. Authorities in Texas said an incident likely to result in 2 women being charged with assault and theft began as aggressive flirting.
Who did the aggressive flirting?
Two women, 2 female McDonald's employees, both 18, began aggressively flirting with a customer, Raymond Smith, 20, inside the store last week. I don't think you really need 2 people dealing with one customer at a time at McDonald's. Yeah, when's that happen?
And it must have been slightly premeditated because it says they both started fondling him and stuff like that. What does it say?
Yeah. Smith acknowledged he filed a complaint against the woman for allegedly fondling and biting him, the Houston Chronicle reported on Wednesday. Smith also accused one of the women of stealing the CDs from his car.
That's just a little isolated paragraph. So.
How did they know what his car was anyway?
Yeah,
they must have. McDonald's.
They must have known him.
Followed him out or something.
biting his foot.
His ankle.
One each. That's very convenient. I don't know how they could even fondle somebody over the counter anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're quite
high. Falls.
Yeah.
Brady had previously accused Smith in media reports of making up the complaint to gain money from McDonald's.
It does seem quite made up, to be honest.
Yeah.
If it had just been one person, I would have believed it. But
It's like, she said to a friend, hey, check
It's
out
a
this
group.
hot guy, let's go and bite him.
yeah, I wonder who started the biting. Where would
Yeah.
you bite if you were going to flirtily bite somebody?
I really don't know. I'm not that sort of...
I think the ear. That's why I'm imagining the ear being bitten.
I imagine them to be biting his arms, like...
One on each ear, that's what I'm imagining. Anyway,
What? Yeah.
it's the special story that
Okay.
you haven't heard, Sam. Let's just measure your reactions. For maybe listeners that don't live in England, I'm going to have to do this little disclaimer right now. Buzzards are birds, and they have a wingspan of more than a yard and can weigh more than 2.2 pounds. It's about 1 kilogram. So they're quite big, and they're like birds of prey. So they're. But have you ever been bothered by a buzzard, Sam?
No, I have to say I haven't.
Well, you might be a little bit more
Okay.
fearful of them after this. Stuart Urquhart, which is some kind of strange name. He's a solicitor from Bristol, and he was on holiday with his wife and 2 children in Cornwall when he suffered 6 3-inch cuts to his head in a buzzard attack.
Killer buzzards.
It was a killer buzzard.
Yeah.
Mr. Urquhart, 36, was jogging on a quiet lane near a river around 9 a.m. when he felt a searing pain in the back of his head before turning around to see a buzzard flying away. The buzzard got scared off as soon as it did it. He said, I thought somebody had thrown some heavy sacking or carpet at me.
Sacking.
Yeah, I don't know why you would assume that somebody had thrown a carpet at him. Maybe
In
he'd
the middle
wronged...
of a park. Or...
Yeah, maybe he'd wronged some carpet dealers or
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know why he would assume that. I carried on a few paces. Why would he do that? And then saw blood running down me and noticed a buzzard flying off into the trees. This buzzard knows it's done something wrong and is escaping while it still can. Here's another quote from him, Mr. Urquhart, with an annoying name. I have brown hair, so I wasn't sure if the buzzard had mistaken me for a big, slow rabbit. So I decided not to take any chances and invested in a hat. He's a genius. He's thought of
Keep the
everything.
buzzards at bay, yeah.
Mr. Urquhart, who had been given a tetanus injection after attack earlier this month, spotted the buzzard 2 days later on the telegraph pole. It swooped.
How does he recognise the
I
buzzard?
know, that's what I was thinking. How is he recognising the same buzzard? He's identifying it specifically. It swooped down with its talons, but Mr. Urquhart managed to dive out of the way. There was just this face-off between him and the buzzard. And he was just going, buzzard, you've met your match, and he just dives out of the way. It's so stupid. Well, I think that got a very good reaction from you, Sam, to be honest.
I'm glad.
I thought that was the funniest one this week. Why don't you leave comments below to which was the funniest story?
Do that.
Yeah, good one. Sam picked the middle one, so if it's that one that you like, the one with the biting off of the ears, then you can just write that down there and why you thought it was funny. And there's the Chinese Transformers fan one, gets hooked on gasoline. And then there's also the buzzard one. So from me, it's goodbye with Dan.
And bye from me too, I guess.
This is the first video we've done together, so I hope you enjoyed it. There was probably maybe some sounds from downstairs because we've got some building stuff going on.
Yeah.
We might make another video now. What do you
might.
think?
I think we could.
It's a teaser.
You'll have to
Amazing.
wait and see, yeah. Okay.
What are you looking at? Watching out for a buzzard.